Something changed inside Windsor long before the world ever heard a whisper about it, and according to palace insiders, the moment Prince William, the future king, discovered who Catherine, Princess of Wales, had quietly agreed to meet behind closed doors, even the most experienced royal advisors reportedly stopped speaking for several seconds. Because the name on that private request was not a diplomat, not a prime minister, and not a foreign dignitary. The name was Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and what happened next may have changed the emotional future of the royal family forever. Before we uncover what palace insiders claim unfolded behind those ancient Windsor walls, make sure you subscribe to Royal Second, because the story involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and King Charles III is only becoming more complicated with every passing day. For years, the divide between Prince William, the future king, and Prince Harry had become one of the most emotionally painful chapters in modern royal family history, while Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, had been transformed by global media into symbols of two completely different visions of monarchy, duty, identity, and power. Yet according to reports quietly circulating through Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace, Catherine, Princess of Wales, had recently begun asking questions that even Prince William reportedly did not expect. Questions about healing. Questions about legacy. Questions about what happens when family conflict begins shaping an entire generation. And that is where everything began to change. According to insiders familiar with private royal operations, Catherine, Princess of Wales, reportedly requested that select palace aides prepare an unusually discreet line of communication connected to Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, with almost no written documentation and almost no staff involvement. Even long-serving royal advisors allegedly remained unaware until the final stages of preparation, and within the House of Windsor, that level of secrecy almost always signals something far bigger than a simple family conversation. But why now? Why would Catherine, Princess of Wales, after years of silence, public tension, competing narratives, and institutional pressure, suddenly reopen a door many believed had been permanently sealed? And more importantly, how would Prince William, the future king, respond when Prince William reportedly learned that Meghan Markle might once again step onto Windsor grounds? What would you do if you were Prince William? Sources close to royal circles suggest Prince William initially viewed the possibility of any private reunion with enormous caution, particularly after Prince Harry's interviews, Meghan Markle's public revelations, and the lasting emotional fallout that many inside Buckingham Palace believe weakened public trust in the monarchy itself. According to several reports, Prince William had spent years focusing on stability, family protection, and preparing for the enormous responsibility of eventually succeeding King Charles III, making any emotionally unpredictable reunion feel like a potentially dangerous gamble. Yet despite Prince William's caution, insiders claim Catherine, Princess of Wales, remained unusually determined. And according to palace whispers, Catherine's motivation may have had nothing to do with headlines, public image, or media strategy. It may have had everything to do with the children. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, Archie, Lilibet. Because sources suggest Catherine, Princess of Wales, had quietly begun worrying that the conflict between Prince William, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and the wider royal family was no longer damaging only one generation, but possibly shaping the emotional future of the next. And if that is true, then this was never just about Meghan Markle. This was about the survival of something much bigger. Reports suggest King Charles III was quietly informed of early developments, though insiders claim King Charles III remained deeply cautious, emotionally supportive, yet institutionally guarded, fully aware that even one miscalculated family interaction involving Prince William, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Catherine, Princess of Wales could reignite another global royal drama. But just when Catherine believed the plan could move forward quietly, something unexpected reportedly happened inside Kensington Palace. Prince William asked one question that immediately changed the atmosphere inside the room. And according to palace insiders, that question may reveal everything. If you think Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and King Charles III can ever truly rebuild trust inside the royal family, subscribe now. Because what happened next inside Windsor became even more personal. The room inside Kensington Palace reportedly fell completely silent the moment Prince William, the future king, looked directly at Catherine, Princess of Wales, and asked a question that no royal advisor inside the private meeting had been prepared to answer. According to palace whispers now spreading through royal administrative circles, Prince William's question was not whether Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, could be trusted, And Prince William's question was not whether Prince Harry would eventually return to Windsor. Prince William's question was far more unsettling than that. Prince William reportedly asked, "If this goes wrong, what happens to the crown?" And according to insiders, nobody answered immediately. Because inside the modern monarchy, personal reconciliation is never simply emotional, and family conversations involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and King Charles III are never just private moments between relatives. Every conversation carries political consequences. Every emotional decision carries institutional risk. And every reopened wound threatens to become tomorrow's global headline. But Catherine, Princess of Wales, reportedly did not look away. Sources close to Kensington Palace suggest Catherine, Princess of Wales, remained unusually calm as Prince William, the future king, continued voicing concerns that had reportedly been building for years, especially following Prince Harry's interviews, Meghan Markle's public statements, and the release of personal revelations that many palace insiders believed permanently changed how the royal family was viewed across the world. And then Catherine, Princess of Wales, reportedly said something that immediately changed the emotional direction of the conversation. According to multiple royal commentators familiar with palace dynamics, Catherine quietly reminded Prince William that protecting the monarchy and protecting the family were no longer two separate responsibilities, because once children begin inheriting silence instead of relationships, the damage becomes far harder to repair. And according to insiders, Prince William stopped speaking. What would you have done in that moment if you were Prince William, the future king? Would you protect the institution? Or risk everything for family? That question reportedly lingered inside Kensington Palace long after the meeting ended, but behind closed doors, something even more unexpected was already unfolding. Sources connected to palace operations claim Catherine, Princess of Wales, had already moved beyond the discussion stage, because while Prince William was still weighing emotional risk against institutional duty, discreet communication with Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was allegedly already moving through carefully selected intermediaries connected to both royal households. And according to reports, Meghan Markle was genuinely shocked. Royal commentators in both Britain and California now suggest Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, initially believed the outreach might be ceremonial, strategic, or perhaps even connected to King Charles III. But according to insiders familiar with the early exchanges, Meghan Markle soon realized the message had come directly from Catherine, Princess of Wales herself. And that changed everything. Because for years, public narratives surrounding Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, had been dominated by reports of emotional distance, conflicting accounts, bridesmaid controversies, competing palace households, and the painful fallout that followed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure from official royal duties. Yet now, according to palace whispers, Catherine, Princess of Wales, was not reaching out as a public figure, not as the future queen, and not as the face of royal continuity. Catherine was reportedly reaching out as a mother. And that detail alone sent shockwaves through multiple royal circles. But something still didn't add up. Because while Catherine, Princess of Wales, was quietly moving the conversation forward, Prince Harry's role in the unfolding reunion remained increasingly unclear. According to several insiders, Prince Harry's involvement was reportedly discussed repeatedly during private planning, yet sources remain divided over whether Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, would be present during any initial conversation involving Meghan Markle, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Prince William. Some reports suggest Prince William preferred an initial conversation involving only Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle, believing years of unresolved tension between Prince William and Prince Harry could immediately derail any meaningful progress. Others claim King Charles III quietly supported a phased approach, allowing emotional trust to be tested before any larger family reconciliation involving Prince Harry. But was Prince Harry being protected? Or was Prince Harry being kept at a distance? What do you think? And according to palace insiders, while those difficult questions remained unanswered, security preparations around Windsor were already becoming noticeably different. Staff schedules reportedly changed. Access routes were quietly adjusted. Vehicle entries were allegedly reviewed multiple times by senior security teams. Even long-serving Windsor personnel reportedly sensed that something emotionally significant was about to unfold behind those ancient stone walls. Because this was no longer just a conversation. This was becoming a moment that could redefine the relationship between Prince William, the future king, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and even King Charles III himself. But just as Meghan Markle reportedly prepared for what many insiders are now calling the most emotionally sensitive royal encounter in years, an unexpected warning from inside Buckingham Palace threatened to stop everything. And according to Palace Whispers, that warning came from someone far closer to King Charles III than anyone expected. If you're following every twist involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, King Charles III, and the future of the royal family, subscribe to Royal Second right now. Because what happened next inside Buckingham Palace became even more dangerous. The warning reportedly arrived less than 24 hours before Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was expected to quietly step onto Windsor grounds, and according to insiders familiar with Buckingham Palace operations, the message was delivered so discreetly that even several senior royal aides allegedly remained unaware until long after the conversation had ended. But what made the warning so unsettling was not the secrecy surrounding it. What made the warning dangerous was who reportedly delivered it. According to Palace Whispers now circulating through both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace, the message came from an advisor believed to be deeply trusted by King Charles III himself, and according to those same reports, the warning was direct, emotionally loaded, and impossible for Prince William, the future king, to ignore. Once Meghan Markle walks back through those gates, there may be no controlling what comes next. And according to insiders, Prince William immediately understood exactly what that meant. Because inside the monarchy, public scandal fades, headlines disappear, and media storms eventually move on. But trust, once broken between Prince William, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and King Charles III, becomes something far more dangerous than simple family tension. Trust becomes leverage. Trust becomes vulnerability. Trust becomes power. And suddenly, what Catherine, Princess of Wales had hoped might become a quiet act of healing was beginning to look dangerously close to an institutional gamble. But Catherine, Princess of Wales reportedly refused to back down. Sources close to Kensington Palace claim Kate Middleton listened carefully as Prince William, the future king, relayed the concerns coming from Buckingham Palace, including fears about future leaks, renewed media narratives, and the possibility that any emotional breakthrough involving Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, could eventually be repackaged into documentaries, interviews, memoirs, or carefully timed public disclosures. And if Prince William had valid reasons to worry, nobody inside royal circles was denying it. After all, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had already reshaped public perceptions of the monarchy through explosive interviews, emotional disclosures, and revelations that many palace insiders reportedly still describe as one of the most difficult institutional periods of King Charles III's reign. So Catherine, Princess of Wales, was reportedly asked one final question. Was Catherine prepared to risk everything? And according to Palace Whispers, Catherine answered yes. What would you have said in that moment? Would you trust healing? Or would you protect the institution? That question reportedly changed the emotional atmosphere inside Kensington Palace almost immediately, because according to insiders, Prince William stopped arguing strategy and began thinking about something much more personal. Sources close to the Prince of Wales suggest Prince William, the future king, quietly began reflecting on Prince Harry, not as the Duke of Sussex, not as a public figure, and not as the center of global royal drama, but as the younger brother Prince William once protected, guided, and stood beside through some of the most emotionally difficult chapters in royal family history. And according to royal commentators, that emotional shift may have been the first real crack in Prince William's armor. But even as Prince William wrestled privately with years of hurt, uncertainty, and institutional responsibility, something equally significant was happening thousands of miles away in California. Because according to sources close to Sussex circles, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, had reportedly received final confirmation that Catherine, Princess of Wales, genuinely wanted the conversation to happen face-to-face, without cameras, without palace press teams, without carefully scripted statements, and without the formal performance that normally surrounds senior members of the royal family. And according to reports, Meghan Markle was deeply unsettled. Not angry, not defensive, unsettled. Because after years of emotional distance, public criticism, institutional silence, and deeply personal conflict involving Prince Harry, Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and King Charles III, Meghan Markle reportedly struggled to believe that the outreach was truly personal. Some insiders claim Meghan Markle initially suspected a strategic image reset. Others suggest Meghan Markle privately wondered whether King Charles III had quietly orchestrated the entire reunion. But according to Palace Whispers, Meghan Markle soon realized something far more unexpected. This was Catherine. Only Catherine. And that realization reportedly changed Meghan Markle's tone almost immediately. But something still didn't add up. Because while Catherine, Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and even Prince William appeared to be moving closer toward the most emotionally sensitive reunion in years, Prince Harry remained unusually quiet. No leaks. No interviews. No visible involvement. No public reaction. And according to insiders familiar with Sussex operations, Prince Harry's silence was beginning to make both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace increasingly nervous. Because Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, had always been emotionally unpredictable when family, loyalty, and personal history collided, and according to royal commentators, Prince Harry's silence often meant Prince Harry was thinking much more deeply than anyone realized. So where exactly was Prince Harry in all of this? Was Prince Harry being protected by Meghan Markle? Was Prince Harry intentionally staying distant to avoid reopening old wounds with Prince William? Or was Prince Harry quietly preparing for a reunion far bigger than anyone inside Windsor expected? What do you think? And according to palace sources, as those questions grew louder, security preparations around Windsor reportedly intensified even further. Vehicle routes were adjusted again. Access corridors were reportedly sealed. Staff communication became unusually restricted. Even veteran royal personnel allegedly sensed that this was no longer simply a private meeting involving Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle. This was becoming something much bigger. Because just hours before Meghan Markle's arrival, Prince Harry reportedly made a private decision that nobody inside Buckingham Palace saw coming. And according to palace whispers, that decision may change Prince William's future forever. If you're following every twist involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, King Charles III, and the future of the royal family, subscribe to Royal Second right now. Because what Prince Harry reportedly did next changed everything. The message reportedly reached Windsor less than 3 hours before Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was expected to arrive, and according to insiders familiar with both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace operations, the moment Prince William, the future king, read what Prince Harry had quietly communicated through private channels, the atmosphere inside Windsor reportedly changed so dramatically that even veteran palace staff immediately sensed something far more serious was unfolding behind closed doors. Because according to palace whispers now spreading across royal circles, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, had made a decision nobody inside the monarchy truly expected. Prince Harry reportedly wanted to come. Not next week. Not after Meghan Markle. Not after private reports. Not after emotional summaries from Catherine, Princess of Wales. Prince Harry reportedly wanted to step back into Windsor personally that same night. And according to insiders, that single decision sent shockwaves through Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, King Charles III, and nearly every senior advisor aware of the reunion. Because a conversation involving Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was already emotionally dangerous enough, but a reunion involving Prince William, the future king, and Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, inside Windsor Castle after years of public fractures, memoir accusations, interviews, and institutional pain. That was something entirely different. That was history. But according to palace sources, Prince William did not immediately respond. And that silence reportedly terrified everyone. What would you do if you were Prince William? Would you open the door for Prince Harry? Or would you protect yourself from reopening the deepest wound of all? According to those familiar with Prince William's inner circle, Prince William, the future king, reportedly withdrew briefly from the planning room and spent nearly 20 minutes alone, while Catherine, Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton herself, remained inside Windsor quietly reviewing revised security arrangements with trusted staff. And according to palace whispers, those 20 minutes may have become one of the most emotionally significant moments in Prince William's life since losing Princess Diana. Because according to royal commentators, Prince William was no longer thinking about headlines, documentaries, Netflix contracts, memoir releases, or public narratives involving Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, or the wider royal family. Prince William was reportedly thinking about childhood. Prince William was reportedly thinking about hospital corridors. Prince William was reportedly thinking about walking behind Princess Diana's coffin beside Prince Harry. And according to insiders, that memory changed everything. But something even more unexpected was happening on the other side of the Atlantic. Because sources close to California circles suggest Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was not initially informed that Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, had privately requested to join the Windsor reunion. According to reports, Meghan Markle believed the meeting would remain focused on Catherine, Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, and a carefully controlled emotional conversation centered around healing, motherhood, and the future of the next generation. But when Meghan Markle reportedly discovered Prince Harry's decision, sources claim Meghan Markle became visibly emotional. Not because Meghan Markle feared Windsor. Not because Meghan Markle feared Prince William. But because, according to insiders, Meghan Markle understood something very few people outside royal circles truly understand. If Prince Harry walked through those Windsor gates beside Meghan Markle, there would be no controlled version of reconciliation. There would only be truth. And that truth carried enormous risk. Because Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and Prince William, the future king, were not separated by ordinary family disagreements. Prince William and Prince Harry were separated by grief, by loyalty, by competing versions of duty, by years of silence, by interviews, by memoirs, by public pain. And according to royal historians, emotional fractures between brothers inside the monarchy often become more dangerous than constitutional crises themselves. But then something happened that even King Charles III reportedly did not expect. According to palace whispers, Catherine, Princess of Wales, personally requested that Prince William make the final decision alone. No advisors, no senior courtiers, no communications team, no Buckingham Palace strategists, no influence from King Charles III. Only Prince William. And according to insiders, Catherine, Princess of Wales, told Prince William something that reportedly left the future king completely silent. Reports suggest Catherine quietly told Prince William, Prince William, the future king, can protect the crown forever. But Prince William may not always have another chance to protect Prince Harry. And according to those present, nobody spoke after that. What would you have done in Prince William's place? Would you choose duty or blood? That question reportedly hung over Windsor like a storm as Meghan Markle's vehicle began moving toward the estate. Security teams quietly sealed secondary corridors, access routes were restricted again, and trusted palace staff reportedly began preparing private rooms that had not been used for emotionally sensitive family meetings in years. And according to palace whispers, even King Charles III was now waiting for Prince William's answer. Because if Prince William opened that door for Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the wider royal family, the monarchy itself might begin writing an entirely new chapter. But if Prince William refused, some insiders fear the fracture between Prince William and Prince Harry may become permanent. And just as Prince William reportedly reached for the private phone that would change everything, another message arrived from inside Buckingham Palace. And according to palace whispers, this message involved King Charles III himself. If you're following every twist involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, King Charles III, Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and the future of the monarchy, subscribe to Royal Second right now. Because what King Charles III reportedly said next changed the entire reunion forever. The message from Buckingham Palace reportedly arrived just seconds before Prince William, the future king, made what insiders now describe as one of the most emotionally difficult decisions of Prince William's adult life. And according to sources familiar with royal operations, the moment the private line connected Windsor Castle to Buckingham Palace, every person inside that restricted corridor immediately understood that whatever King Charles III was about to say could change not only the reunion involving Prince William, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, but potentially the emotional future of the entire royal family. And according to palace whispers, King Charles III did not begin with protocol. King Charles III did not begin with duty. King Charles III did not begin with public image. According to those familiar with the call, King Charles III reportedly began with one deeply personal sentence. Prince William. Before Prince William becomes king, Prince William must decide what kind of brother Prince William still wants to be. And according to insiders, Prince William, the future king, reportedly said nothing for several seconds. Because in that moment, Prince William was no longer standing between Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace, between institutional survival and public scrutiny, or between royal duty and modern expectation. Prince William was standing between the past and the possibility of something entirely different. What would you have done in that moment? Would you choose legacy or reconciliation? According to palace sources, after the conversation with King Charles III ended, Prince William reportedly looked directly at Catherine, Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton herself, and for the first time that evening, insiders claim Prince William's expression had completely changed. The tension reportedly remained, the caution had not disappeared, and the emotional scars involving Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and years of public conflict had certainly not vanished. But something inside Prince William had reportedly shifted from resistance to reflection. And according to palace whispers, Prince William made the call. Not to Buckingham Palace. Not to senior advisors. Not to royal communications teams. Prince William reportedly called Prince Harry. And according to insiders, Prince Harry answered immediately. What happened during that conversation remains one of the most guarded mysteries now circulating through royal circles. But multiple reports suggest the first several seconds were almost completely silent, as Prince William, the future king, and Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, reportedly struggled to bridge years of emotional distance, public accusations, private disappointment, and the unresolved grief that many royal commentators still believe has quietly shaped the relationship between Prince William and Prince Harry ever since the loss of Princess Diana. But then, according to palace whispers, Prince William reportedly said something no advisor, no commentator, and no royal historian expected to hear. Prince William reportedly said, "Come home." And according to insiders, Prince Harry did not respond immediately. Because according to those close to Sussex circles, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, had spent years building a life with Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, in California, while simultaneously carrying the emotional weight of unfinished conversations involving Prince William, King Charles III, Buckingham Palace, and the institution that had shaped Prince Harry's identity from childhood. And yet, according to reports, Prince Harry said yes. But that was only the beginning. Because as Meghan Markle's vehicle reportedly approached Windsor Castle through a discreet private route, security teams allegedly closed secondary access points, trusted staff quietly withdrew from visible corridors, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, personally prepared what insiders describe as one of the most emotionally significant private rooms inside Windsor. No cameras. No official photographers. No press briefing. No carefully managed palace optics. Only Prince William, the future king. Only Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Only Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. Only Catherine, Princess of Wales. And somewhere quietly watching the emotional future of the monarchy unfold, King Charles III. According to palace whispers, the first moments inside that room were almost unbearably tense. Sources suggest Meghan Markle remained emotionally guarded. Prince Harry appeared visibly reflective. Prince William remained controlled but deeply focused, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, quietly held the emotional center of the entire reunion. But then something happened that reportedly stunned everyone present. According to insiders, Prince George's name surfaced. Then Princess Charlotte. Then Prince Louis. Then Archie. Then Lilibet. And according to palace commentators, that was the moment the conversation stopped being about interviews, memoirs, royal titles, public controversy, or institutional tension. That was the moment the conversation became about family, about generations, about legacy, about what Prince William, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and King Charles III might leave behind when history eventually looks back on this chapter of the monarchy. And perhaps that is the real story. Not whether Prince William fully forgave Prince Harry. Not whether Meghan Markle fully trusted Buckingham Palace. Not whether King Charles III quietly orchestrated the reunion from behind palace walls. But whether one difficult night inside Windsor became the moment the royal family finally stopped protecting the image and started protecting each other. So now I want to ask you, do you believe Prince William, the future king, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and King Charles III can truly rebuild trust after everything that has happened? Or has the damage gone too far? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because this royal drama may be entering its most important chapter yet. And if you love deep royal family investigations involving Prince William, Kate Middleton, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, King Charles III, royal titles, succession, and the future of the monarchy. Make sure you subscribe to Royal Second, turn on notifications, and stay with us for the next story. Because inside the House of Windsor, the silence is often where the biggest secrets begin.